All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 25. Man, I got you.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
From the 25 on second down, Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. 27 yards there, a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan on target there to Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check nickel. Get up. Ready to go.
Now Ito Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready, blue lady. Back 25. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
Yeah, and I figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's a gain of a yard. Check.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
21. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready, set.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready, blue lady. Back 25. 54. Check. Get your swarm on. Alert flare. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, exit. Mike 5-4. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Good job. Ready, set.
Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, Amy. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 16, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. Show it up.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Tremont Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, five. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Ready, get up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Derrick Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to Sharp. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Henry, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? Let's say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Prescott on first down. It's caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant at a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Bryant is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 47. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. That's track. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Hey, South. 55. Right there. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now Ryan on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, it's Smith. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Prescott. This one caught by Davis.
Prescott's pass complete to Corey Davis.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Prescott off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 89 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, Johnny. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson and the Texans. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check back 27. Check back 26.
Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And the Titans first down.
There we go. Line in. Check. There we go. Kill. Let's see what you got. 26.
Prescott. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They try again with Lewis. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
57, Mike 57.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Switch. Check it back.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter of MetLife Stadium. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. A win would be their first of the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat
It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 13. Check. We're going to 54.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Prescott down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick, one of the up middle. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. Slam.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.